Tonight I'm going to show you something. Make you believe.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Geek Strong. In today's video, it's all about let's do this! Here we have the brand new The Howling Ultimate Werewolf action figure by Neca. As far as the packaging, I have a love-hate relationship for this. I love the image because the original Howling poster is one of my favorite movie posters of all time. But I gotta say, the cardboard is pretty thin and it's kind of like bending in itself. It's not leaving creases, but you can tell it's pretty flimsy. But if that's my biggest complaint about this werewolf action figure, I think we're doing pretty good. As you can see, compared to a regular size Neca box, this box is a beast. So we have The Howling and American Werewolf for London, probably two of the best werewolf movies back in the 80s. I'm sure there have been some really good movies since, but let me know in the comments, which one's your favorite? Is it The Howling or American Werewolf for London? And which movie do you think has the best werewolf transformation? In my opinion, it's The Howling. The insert is a little plain, but I kind of get it because it's kind of like that fog. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I've been waiting for years for Neca to make a Howling action figure, and so far, this one's looking great. Comes with 3 different head sculpts and 3 different sets of hands. And that's great because if you bought 3 figures, you could set up 3 different werewolves, and that would be an amazing display. It does come with a display stand. Just be careful when you put that peg in there, and you don't want to crack it like I did. And 2 of the pegs are different sizes, so you can have different heights of your werewolf setup. So that is pretty awesome. And this is a crotch stand, so you just set it on his crotch, and you can display him just like that. It definitely helps because werewolves have the dog legs, and the dog legs are a little bit difficult to stand up on its own. Here's a look at one of the extra head sculpts, and this is the mouth open, non-bloody version. Looks good. And the ears are a little bit different than the other open mouth. You can see the left ear, it's actually his right ear. You see how this one has a bend in it? The other one didn't. And what's great about this extra head sculpt is his mouth is articulated versus the non-bloody version, it's not articulated. So this might be the head sculpt I use. But if you don't want to use a bloody version, you can use the extra other head sculpt. But man, does that look good. And look at its eyes. The eyes look great. Here's a look at an extra set of hands. Now these fingers are a little more human-like. They're a little bit more puffy, I guess you want to call them. Great detail. The fingernails look fantastic. The fur looks great. Great weathering. And these are the long fingers, man. This is like when he's fully transformed into the werewolf. He has the extra long fingers. And this is like the halfway in between look. There's a set of all 3 hands. How they look. All different. And like I said, between all the different head sculpts and all the different types of hands, you can definitely make different versions of a werewolf. And if you've seen the movie, you know there's more than one werewolf in the movie. Spoiler, sorry. This is the closed mouth version of the head sculpt. Looks great. Great detail in the sculpt. I love the fur. The fur looks great. The funny thing is this werewolf just has a regular little nub of a tail. Like some werewolves have like a full tail, but this one just has a little nub. Great sculpt in the toes and the toenails. That is creepy as heck. Posing a werewolf is not the easiest thing, but he does stand without using a stand, but I'm not the best at posing. His head looks up really high. It looks down pretty low. Great left and right, obviously. And look at this, man. You get multiple layers of fur for his neck. You can definitely get some great movement in his head and his arms. His arms move up pretty high. No butterfly there, though, but that's okay. There is a bicep swivel right there. And there is a single elbow bend. We have wrist articulation, obviously. So overall, not too bad. Decent arm movement there, and you can definitely get some great posing in this figure. Salute right there, Werewolf. Yeah, the elbow right there doesn't look the greatest, but if you pose it downwards a little bit, you don't really see anything there. His abs move back pretty far and crunch down pretty low, so yeah, you can get this werewolf in some great poses. Look at that. Nice split. We have no thigh twist at all, but you do have some decent knee. Look at that. Is that like double knee bend? Wow, look at his legs. I mean, posing a werewolf is not the easiest thing because you have his toes, his ankles, his shin, and his knee. There's just so many different positions to pose a leg that you really have to work at it to get it to look good and to be able to stand. And you can get him to stand on his own, but I'm not the best at doing it. The head came out pretty easy, and as you can see, there are the layers of fur, and there is the neck joint. So that is pretty good. Now, putting on an extra head sculpt here, we have the articulated mouth, and that one went on really good. This is probably the head sculpt I'm going to use. Look at that. That is fantastic. I guess my biggest problem is choosing a pose. That one looks pretty good. And again, the stand, the crotch stand, definitely helps out. But let's change that head sculpt. It comes off pretty easy, and we're going to try this head. And this is the mouth open head, not non-articulated and non-bloody. And I'm having a hard time getting it on. I used the hairdryer on the head, and it popped on pretty good. So you definitely need a hairdryer for this head sculpt. But this one looks fantastic also. Look at that. That is great. As I said before, if you got multiple werewolves, look at that. That looks great. Let's compare the Howling figure next to the Kessler Wolf and Jack from American Werewolf for London. And how about Ginny from Friday the 13th Part 2? Or maybe we'll use her as Terry from the Howling. Check this out.
Now, I wouldn't worry, Mr. Howling. I'm sure she's safe.
All right, let's check out the Howling figure with the extra hands and extra head sculpts. There you go. There is one version, open mouth. And here is the bloody version. Extra hands, those are the long fingers and the articulated jaw. That looks great. Great scene right there. Love it. And here is the closed mouth version with the more fatter fingers, I'll call it. But overall, I love this figure. This is a great addition to my collection. I just hope that Neca doesn't stop here. Please, we need a Masha. Multiple head sculpts. Eddie. Yes, please give us an Eddie. And D. Wallace. Karen from this movie. D. Wallace, please. We need D. Wallace for our E.T. collection, for a Howling collection, and we could even customize a Cujo. That would be awesome. And the list could go on and on. Yes, Terry also. Please give us a Terry. But overall, I absolutely love this figure. I think Neca did a great job. The packaging is decent. The figure is amazing. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. Remember, we are all geek strong. Take care, everyone.